I'm tired of writing about transness. I deserve birds and early mornings in the woods. I deserve to look out of the movie window of the R train, stare dramatically into the rumbling underbelly of this two-faced city, and pretend this movie didn't cast me as the uprising underdog archetype. But if not, then what? It's Trans Day of Remembrance after all. I guess I'll humor you with a memory. The ghost of Tidor's past. Freshman year, we formed a club, plastered our grief all over the cafeteria walls on flyers made of insufficient gauze. No amount of moisturizer will get the chest scars to stop showing up. And nobody cared, so we just pretended there were no ghosts, mourning us to math class, made meaningful eye contact, said nothing, made a point of it. Sophomore year. I didn't really care anymore. My grief is not yours to observe. Their death is not your trauma porn. My funeral clothing is a testament. My funeral clothing does not come off. My funeral clothing is chain link armor bolted to my skin. In an ocean of grief, don't you dare get it twisted. If you do, it will wring me out and drown me, and I don't think we need another trans body found face down in a river this year. Junior year, my head was a balloon that buoyed me across the street. I was sufficiently colorblind to traffic lights, mixed my green fags with my red ones, and slipped into a smooth, languid sedation that fogged over the memory of every single name, thank God. Senior year, silent protest. When I pointed to the flashcard I prepared as explanation, my economics classmate hugged me, didn't ask me first. I was so brave, he told me. It was all he could talk about. As if it wasn't dumb luck that got me this far. Truth be told, I doubt my transness all the time. Imposter syndrome is an epidemic when you grow up building your own bathroom stall, BYO body bag. They have been dying in this epidemic city. We've started burying ourselves in mass graves. My Oma is terrified of this country. Because she's been there, a 6-year-old turnip, uprooted in a brainwashed tornado. Toto, I don't think we're in control anymore. And no amount of clicking my heels will bring me back to peace we have never had. I was asked to perform today. I ask you what that means to you. Am I the ghost of Tidor present? Or am I a future ghost for you to chant the name of as you march through our streets, keeping me hostage in your mouth, keeping me from moving on to the next world? This year has been the deadliest on record, and I have too much self-respect to ask anyone to do anything about it, because God knows they haven't been. Trans people deserve gentleness. Trans women deserve gentleness. Black trans women deserve gentleness. There are holes in my chest where light should be. An absorption spectrum, black void-like lines on my rainbow. We do not deserve pride if we will not fight for liberation for all of us. If pride, like hate, is exclusionary, return the blood on your hands. We know it's magical. We want it back. Is the electric understanding that flashes in our eyes when we see heaviness behind the irises of our brethren worth the feeling that your heart is being ripped apart? Your ribcage severed violently by articles in the Times, Title IX, clothing, the Constitution. I wish I did not have to articulate this in order for you to understand me, but since I have to, I am a butterfly under a microscope. A spear stabbed through my heart, mid-transformation with a label for the archives of some college diversity committee. When I stand on the malignant edge of the subway platform waiting for the R train so I can stare dramatically into the rumbling underbelly of this two-faced city and pretend that this movie didn't cast me as the uprising underdog archetype, I hope you understand the following. This poem should not humor you. One would certainly hope that you cannot look at my face, one of the few that is still here fighting a battle you would not dare enlist for, and be humored by their memories. My dreams are watermelons melting in summer sun most of the time, but lately the water has been in the form of rain instead. I know I'm a I'm good at this, but it's hard not to feel bad. I have rifled tired, frosty fingers through archives of DBT skills, but after hours of searching for the solution to this game, I'm realizing I am not your average gamer. In fact, I'm not even playing the same game as you. And like the bisexual disaster gay that I am, the answer is screaming out at me from between the lines. It's this beautiful world that I'm in love with, and myself who lives there. And the sunlight comes flooding back, and the water returns to the inside of the melon from my window pane in backwards slow motion, and I remember myself. In honor of their memories, we will take up space, fabricate our own joy as it blossoms from our palms, soothe our healing hands into each other's bruises, and remember ourselves. It's Trans Day of Remembrance, after all.
Bravery. Do not call me brave. Do not call us brave. Bravery is a choice. We do not have a choice. Do not call us brave for being, for existing. Do not call me brave for a choice that does not exist, that was never mine to make. But please, this is about remembrance. How will you remember us? Do you have to wonder how you will be remembered when you die? Does the thought weigh on you? 6 tons of dirt and maggots and wrong limbs and proportions and perceptions. Does it? I do not wish to bear this. In all my moments alive, I do not wish to be burdened with the after. Not a legacy, no, not a legacy. Will I be remembered as I am, or will you consign me to only that which you see? Are we to be remembered, to be seen, or as per usual, will you stab those pretty little mirrors right to the soul? I wonder.